Okay, let's start off with the nature of the understanding of Genesis chapter 49. Now, for all those who are familiar with this information, as you've watched it on this series entitled Ephraim and Manasseh, USA and UK, anybody who has not seen that series, please do watch it. But for those who have, this is going to just be a real quick overview, and it's going to make the connections in a way that will be valuable for anybody that has seen the previous information or not. So we're going to enter into the book of Enoch before, which I'm not sure if we did in that series. So it shouldn't be too long, and it's going to be direct and to the point. So pay attention and keep in mind that for anybody that